to call you. I keep reading more about dementia and I'm getting worried about my mom and even worrying about me. 1 in 3 seniors dies with Alzheimer's or another dementia. Go search online Alzheimer's disease fact sheet. Yes, Alzheimer's disease fact sheet. Alzheimer's kills more people than prostate and breast cancer combined. It isn't just for old age either. About 200,000 Americans under age 65 have early onset Alzheimer's. People, when they're diagnosed at 65 or older, survive 4 to 8 years, but there have been some who live as long as 20 miserable years. Alzheimer's disease is the only top 10 cause of death in the US that has no known cure. Did you know that? Right now, it's listed as the 6th highest cause of death in the US, and there's no cure. This country isn't spending much money on research, and I don't know why. Alzheimer's is the most common cause of dementia amongst older adults. There are other dementias too. You've heard of some of them. Lewy body, frontotemporal, vascular dementia, mixed dementia, where you could have two types like Alzheimer's and vascular. Wow. It was discovered by a Dr. Alzheimer in 1906 when he noticed a woman who they thought had had a strange mental illness was able to be autopsied. Her symptoms were memory loss, language problems, unpredictable behavior, and when he looked at her brain in the autopsy, he saw all sorts of abnormal clumps, which we call tangled or tangles, and you'll hear more about that in our present research. There are 3 stages of Alzheimer's. First is mild. That's usually when people are diagnosed. As Alzheimer's symptoms worsen, people have more memory loss, they have other cognitive difficulties, they might wander, they might get lost, they might not be able to handle their money or pay their bills, they repeat questions, they take longer to do things, and start to show personality and behavior changes. Number 2 is the moderate Alzheimer's disease. That's when there's damage in the brain that actually controls language, reasoning, conscious thought, sensory processing, like the ability to correctly detect a sound or a smell. Memory loss and confusion get worse, and people begin to have problems even recognizing their family and friends. They might not be able to do new things. They might not be able to do multi-step tasks like getting dressed or cope with a new situation. And they may have hallucinations, delusions, and paranoia, or behave really impulsively. And then lastly is the severe stage. That's when the plaques and tangles that Dr. Alzheimer's found, they spread throughout the brain, and the brain tissue gets really small. It's shrunk. They can't communicate. In the end, they're dependent on others for care. They could be in bed or their body just shuts down. Want to study more about this? I told you to look for that Alzheimer's disease fact sheet. It's all in the National Institute on Aging, NIH. Another good resource for many things, including this disease fact sheet. Go look. We can talk some more. Why don't people talk about this? Bye.